Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I thought I would try and do something a little bit different because laying here I have the window open a little bit. It was a little bit warm. I know it's like when I first got here it was 0 degrees. Um, that's what the pilot had said anyway. Yeah, when he said that we had a 60-degree difference because it was the flight was a straight shot, no layover anywhere, and with landing or coming in for the landing anyway, he said, "Yeah, there's a 60-degree difference. It's 0 degrees here in Minneapolis." I let out a shriek. Fortunately, the girl who was sitting next to me. We were talking the whole way, and she was such a sweetheart. I love her to pieces, and she just laughed. Everybody else turned and looked like, "The fuck's your problem?" I of course had to yell out, "Sorry, folks, Vegas local here." And they all understood and just laughed, you know. Yeah, when they when he had said it had 0 degrees here, it was like, oh, I know. And then I think Angie, I think she had said that it was like at that point when she picked me up at the airport, she said it was -1, and it was just like, yeah, when I got off the plane and stepped onto the game plank or whatever. You could, of course, you could feel the air, the cold air coming through because, of course, it's not insulated or anything. And yeah, it took me back to a time when I was a teenager. I was still living in Virginia then, and my parents had decided, oh, we're going to go visit family up in Michigan, and it was for Thanksgiving. And I remember meeting my grandfather at the airport, and we happened to walk by a sliding door, and it opened. Oh, that bitter cold air that came through. It was same thing what I experienced there and everything. But anyway, yeah, I mean, you figured that was just a week ago that I got here last Tuesday, and I'm already like, you know? It's like, okay, that didn't take very long. But no, I have the window open here. Feels good. It feels nice. It just feels so, I can't help it. I just constantly am wanting that fresh air, you know? Even though it's quite cool, we'll say. Okay, we'll go back to my old standards. Quite cold. I think it's like 30s, mid to upper 30s right now or something like that. But still, I just want that fresh air. It feels so good to be able to breathe again. And it's not piercing my chest like it was last week when we still had a lot of snow on the ground and so forth. But anyway, the reason why I'm kind of laying like this, get back to what I started at the very beginning. I know, crazy. Wanted to show you, yeah, looks like we might have some storm coming. Love it! I know, so exciting. Don't know, of course, if it's, snow or whatever, but yeah, I just, I can't help it. I love storms. I always have. Yeah. I just wanted to kind of look out the window here. Yeah! Awesome! Don't know, like I said, I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather or anything, so I don't know what kind of weather we're getting. If it's just going to be rain or might possibly be more snow. Yeah, you can see out there, there's still some snow on the ground. Not a whole lot. I had to run over here to the store. I just walk. It's no big deal. Oh, and there's a little silly girl. Say hi. Yeah, she absolutely loves having the window open too. getting all that fresh air. She likes sitting in the window there on the ledge and getting some fresh air and so forth. So here, let me scooch the, yeah, there she is. You can kind of see her there making her way into the window. Yeah, she's loving it too. We both are. We're both enjoying the fresh air. It just feels so good to be able to just breathe. It's like, oh, and I'm taking deep breaths. It's like last summer, when I was finally able to start breathing again, when we started getting all of the smoke out from the wildfires. It was just, oh, it felt so good to be able to breathe. And it's been a slow journey, but it feels so good to be able to just breathe in, and it's fresh air. There's nothing, there's no dust, there's no sand, there's just, it's no smog. No, it's just fresh air. I know I was getting really restless last night. Yesterday in general, really, I was getting quite restless. It's like, okay, where's these job applications and this and that? What's going on? I keep checking the ones that I can check on the status and so forth. And it's like, I just need to chill and take advantage of this situation and get my body an opportunity to just relax and heal. That's what I really need to be doing. Yeah, I need a job. I need to, get money going again and so forth. But it just feels so good just to be able to breathe and not be in so much pain. And that's what I really should be focusing on right now. I really, really should. I've been in so much pain. And I have had so many difficulties breathing for so long. And it just feels good to just be able to do that again. It's like being normal finally again. I know. I should really count my blessings, take advantage of it, and feel relieved, for a change, with being able to just breathe normal. I know, because unfortunately, I'm actually thinking of people out there who will never have I hate saying, but in a way, their old life again, the way that they used to be again. I'm thinking of a few people who will never have that. And I should count my blessings that I had this golden opportunity, because who knows, and I'm not saying I'm healed or anything, we've got a whole year yet, and of course I go through these ups and downs with being able to breathe, not being able to breathe, being back in pain, and so on and so forth. I've been through a lot of that over the last, how many months now? Basically since last summer. But this is just nice. And I did, when I went down to the store, you got Dollar Tree right there. I didn't check on my applications there. I didn't have time for a shower. I spent almost most of the day yesterday just making phone calls, trying to get some sort of help to pay for the Lantus insulin. And I got most of it covered. There's a couple of phone calls that I have to make today. Basically, most of the time I spent on the phone with the manufacturer. I qualified for a program since I already have the insurance, or already had the prescription, don't have insurance, though. All I have to do is take information over to a pharmacy, get the prescription transferred over, and I'm good. But I have a $35 copay, which doesn't sound like much, but when you only have $100 to your name and don't have a job right now, plus you got another prescription coming up that's going to cost you $40, yeah, that's going to be a bit tricky. It does leave things a bit tricky. Fortunately, of course, I do have my food stamps coming up, but unfortunately, I don't know how well that's going to work out here, not being in the state of Nevada. So, yeah. So I got to be a little bit careful there. So, anyway, I know. She decided to jump out the window and say hi. She went, the little, meow. She's been feeling great. She was playing a lot and so forth yesterday, getting rid of all of that excess hair that she had. So, but anyway, yeah. So I've made the rest of the time I spent until basically everybody started closing, basically turning off their phones and so forth. Right on my bladder. I'm gonna jump off the bed and do it and use your bladder as a bouncy board. Oh gosh, I hurt. But anyway, so yeah, I've spent the rest of the time just trying to see if any organizations, excuse me, can help out. Any sort of grants, basically, that can help out with the copay cost. Most of them didn't, of course, otherwise I'd be telling you otherwise, duh. But there's a couple of them that I wasn't able to call yesterday because they were closed. I did try calling, that's how I found out what their hours are. So I'm going to call them today. Fingers crossed that I might be able to get that covered. I'm trying to think here. So yeah, I did, let's see here, yesterday, I started filling out an application with AutoZone. They're looking for delivery drivers and in-store personnel. So I was thinking, well, I could always see about doing the delivery driver. My head was just all over the place, and I was just like, yeah, I couldn't finish it. So, and then I saved it, and I went back in, thought, well, maybe I'll just try and work on it some more, and the application, and everything was gone. So I got to start over. So I was like, okay, never mind. That'll at least give me an opportunity to rethink things or whatever. So I'm kind of thinking actually the two places I applied to, I don't think that even though the one has got an advertisement, they seem to have quite a few employees. So I don't know if they're actually looking or not, or if they're just collecting applications. You know how stores will do that a lot of times. So, yeah. So in the meantime, and of course no word from Walmart, it just keeps sitting there idle. So, and that's one that I can actually check on. And I didn't check on the other two because not getting a shower, looking like a bum that's just walked off the street and everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really quite appropriately dressed and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be presenting myself that way. That would just not be too cool. So I figure I'd let it go, and it only been one day anyway, not even 24 hours really. So give it a little bit of time. I know I'll admit I'm feeling antsy, and that's where I need to just chill out. But I know the reason why I'm feeling antsy is, well, not just because of the financial situation, but I'm feeling better, so I'm getting bored. Yeah, and I have a energy back, and I want to do things and so forth. But yeah, I need to just chill. So, and but when I was down there at Dollar Tree the night before, I was just like, gosh, doing some journaling would be a good idea. I had some really nice journals back there, but they were filled with a lot of, things with the past and so forth. I've realized we're all we all have a past. We're all made of that and everything. But I was just like, no, this is a fresh new start. I want to leave it all behind. All of that has happened and so forth. I just want to leave it behind. So I checked it. I checked them. It was kind of weird feeling, but it's like, well, I've lost everything else. I'm pretty much checking everything else. Check that part, that first half of my life too. Why not? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's always going to be a part of you and everything, but I want a fresh new start, and that's something I need to remind myself of. But I would like to see about maybe doing some journaling again, get some thoughts down, get some things down, and everything. So just one of those cheapies there at Dollar Tree, And I couldn't decide on which one, but ultimately I decided on this one. I got it right there. Hold on. I can show you guys. Sorry. Don't mean to make you all look at my nose. I have no idea if that's what you're seeing or not. But anyway, like I said, it's just one of these little teepees or whatever, But the front of it actually, I'm going to show you the back, but the front of it actually looks like this, okay? But I didn't realize it had, it has the cellophane over it. I thought the cellophane was just covering up the front, but this is what I had seen in the store. I was just like, that's just so me, all the nature, getting back to nature with what I was talking about and everything, good vibes only, and so on and so forth. I didn't realize, and I went to take off the cellophane. I thought it was just, a protective wrap to cover the cover. And I didn't realize that these are actually stickers. And I'm like, oh, okay, because I had my other pair of glasses on, the ones that I use for close-up stuff, and I'm seeing all these cut marks. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, they're stickers. Okay, but I love it. So I decided to keep it as the cover. So, anywho, yeah, we'll just throw that right there. So, school bus. Yeah, it's, I figure I would do that. Start getting some thoughts down and everything. And, I did reach out to the person who has, my paperwork. I need to be able to send for that as well, get my taxes done. I didn't have a chance to do that before I left. Yeah, my taxes are a bit complicated with being self-employed. But anyway, I, excuse me, had, but basically I couldn't take it with me, so I got to send for it. Another reason why I need to see about getting a job, so I can see about getting all that paperwork. But unfortunately, I also wound up with not thinking. I also wound up leaving behind some of my portfolio pieces, things that I've actually done in the past, and also my resumes and references. So I asked her to see if she could dig in that box and get those out and just scan the resume and references and email them to me. I haven't heard back from her yet, but I know she's a very busy person. So, but yeah. That reminds me, I also need to reach out to the social worker, because there are some organizations that I have to reach out to at midnight to try and maybe possibly get funding for subsidized housing. And these are private organizations, and basically she has said to reach out to them at about midnight, like a minute after midnight, leave a message, and at least you're in line. So I need to see about doing that. There's something up in... Oh, okay. It's a little bit uncomfortable. I'm going to see about getting a shower this morning, most definitely. Oop. Someone decided to use my bladder again as a springboard. She loves doing that, either across my chest. Yeah, making them even smaller. She loves running across there or my torso. I need to clean her box today, too. It's kind of nasty. Stinkies. Don't tell her. She knows. She gets a little self-conscious if I bring it to her attention. She's like, well, then clean my box, Ma. Sorry. Been a little preoccupied. But anyway, so yeah, I figure I can, I'll finish up with that application there for, for AutoZone. I'm trying to stick with places that are close by, that are within walking distance, or maybe just like right up the road. You know, like Walmart is right up the road. It's about 3 miles. So at least it'd be cheaper on Uber rides if push comes to shove. I have no idea if there's a bus line that runs up there or not. That's right. There's also a Goodwill that's right there next door to that Walmart. So, excuse me, and I remember saying that there was stuff on the other side of the freeway. There's like an overpass right there where the Walmart is at, and there's some places that are right there as well. I'll have to check, try and jog my memory and check those out and so forth as well. So who knows, might be able to do something there. But if I can get something walking distance, that would be ideal, but there's not a whole lot around here. It's quite rural compared to what I'm used to anyway. Otherwise, the next closest places are like about 6 miles. They seemed further where we went to the other night to Petco. I mean, not Petco, but PetSmart. And they seemed further away to me, but I don't know, we'll see. But no, I was thinking at least, once I get my resume and then having the journal, I can start writing some things out, getting some thoughts down and so forth. Maybe see about applying for a job there at Llewellyn. So that's kind of what I was thinking. And also, I also remembered, Indeed.com. And I was kind of looking up there for like delivery drivers. Most of them, what I'm seeing are for, excuse me, trying to get my train of thought here together. Basically Amazon delivery drivers or some sort of courier service or whatever. I think they're like fleet trucks, basically, for Amazon. They are the ones who supply the vans. So that would be cool. But I think you have to move closer to there or something. I don't know. It's a little... I need to reread them, especially with as frazzled as what my brain was because with being so hyper last night, full of energy. Yeah, I did save some of them, and I just want to reread them. And but either way, I was seeing that they're like 30 minutes away. I know, same as Llewellyn or whatever, but that drive wouldn't be so bad because that's something I really want to do. The other, it's kind of like, oh gosh, but at least it would be work until. So, and they're paying like some around $25 an hour. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to pass that up. So, especially if the others aren't responding as quickly as I prefer. It's kind of strange. It's a total turnaround from what I'm used to out there, where it's like they kind of respond really fast. So, especially if you're experiencing an employment shortage. So, but then again, that could be the reason why too, being overwhelmed with work. So I have to give myself that leeway and them. But if anything, it's given me more opportunities to do some more healing, get some more rest and so forth. There was something else I was going to say. Of course, I can't remember what it was now. But, yeah, with the going out there, I just have to keep myself, reminding myself, too, that I do have an end goal in mind. It's not something to, yeah, I don't relish the idea of getting back behind the wheel. I really don't want to. One of the things that I really despised about the work that I was doing out there is getting to know a city in a way that I really didn't want to get to know it, and I don't want to be repeating that pattern. That's what I was trying to remember to say. I don't want to be repeating that pattern here. I don't want to get to know the area like that. So that's why I kind of, with the possibility of getting back behind the wheel again. I did look at DoorDash. Looks like I can just jump right back on. I just need a car. I don't want to be asking, can I borrow your car so I can run the wheels off of it? Yeah, I don't want to be back behind the wheel. I don't want to be doing it. I really, really don't. But at the same point, I need work. So if I have to, I'll bite the bullet. I might give it the day today. I'm not too sure, or at least maybe throughout the day, and then make a decision. I would like to be able to jump on the computer downstairs and see about at least getting the Adobe software installed. It's very old software that I have, but at least I don't have to worry about paying for that subscription. At least get it installed. Maybe start working on something. At least maybe a new brand for myself. Something that is good vibes only. I know, I'm being silly. Something professional, of course, and just something, just start doodling around, basically. Try and figure some things out. Kind of has something generating in my brain, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I could start figuring some things out, some portfolio pieces that I can do and so forth. But we'll see. That's all I can do. Is see. Maybe recreate some of those pieces, like the CSN catalog. That was College of Southern Nevada. I had done their catalogs there for a while for the non-credit side anyway. Maybe I could see about recreating some of those pieces, maybe spruce them up a little bit differently and so forth. Maybe do some full-page ads. That was something that I really wanted to be able to do with the catalog, but I never had got the opportunity to be able to do it, with some of the classes and so forth. So I did do some flyers for some new classes, but they weren't included as part of the catalog, as far as, it's after the catalog was being put out. But as far as them being full-page ads within the catalog, I wasn't ever able to do that. I had some great ideas for that catalog, but unfortunately never had the time. Yes, she's sticking her butt in my face. She's very hyper, just like her mommy right now. So, anywho, yeah, I've got things that I need to do and so forth. I got some food to cook. I wound up not cooking last night. I just ate some junk food for dinner. I've been doing that a lot. Oh my gosh, I've had such a great diet since I've been out here. Munchies. I have had a terrible case of for a while there. I had a terrible case of the munchies, but it's understandable with the body needing to be able to heal. So I know you're supposed to feed it good food with the healing process, but I was really craving that cheese that I bought. That cheese from Wyowega. That's how you pronounce it. Wyowega. Haven't had that in Wow. Long, long time. I'm going to get the bacon and cheddar one next time. Or maybe I'll get both. That's been my dinners here lately. Cheese and crackers. But anyway. Okay, I better go. I know we have this storm coming in. Love it! I'm looking forward to seeing how it is. Yeah, it's still disrupting my sleep patterns. Weird dreams, but that's okay. All right, I better go. We're at 30 minutes. I'll talk to you all soon. Love you guys. I know, I'm going to do it opposite hand.